Hello everyone, Pastor Katie and I are coming to you once again to discuss some worship and meeting protocols here at Trinity moving forward, as well as some options that you're going to have for worship and living out your life of faith. As I know all of you are probably aware, the Delta variant has made life challenging for us once again. I know I found this development over the past few weeks to be quite frustrating, as we cannot do ministry in ways and places that we would really like to. And I know Pastor Katie feels the same way as we continue to try together to navigate this latest uptick in the pandemic. So I'm sure it is difficult and worrisome to you as well. At the same time, this is the reality we're dealing with, and we need to navigate. Therefore, we would like to ask your continued help and consideration in how we together can continue to help mitigate the risk from this virus. We're not going to try to give you a bunch of mandates and requirements, but rather to encourage you to once again pay close attention to the protocols that we all have become so familiar with over the past several months. However, we will have some required protocols in situations that involve our young people, such as Sunday school and our Wednesday evening program. So first, if you are not feeling well, or if you have COVID or have been exposed to someone with COVID, or if you are at a high risk or if you are a high health risk if you got COVID, we would encourage you to take advantage of our worship and meeting options that allow you to join us virtually. We're going to continue to live stream our worship services, offer drive-through communion, and we are starting a new service on Wednesday evenings that will be a mass required option for those who might feel more comfortable with that. We are also now utilizing some new tools to help people be a part of in-person meetings via Zoom to help mitigate risk. All of these and others that we continue to learn of and are able to adopt are ways, again, to help mitigate risk while still keeping people a part of this community as much as we can. Next, we want to highly encourage people to wear masks and pay attention to social distancing when gathering for worship and meetings throughout the week. We will also continue to sanitize between services and other times to help again to reduce the risk of spreading the virus. Now, we do understand that some of you have difficulty wearing a mask for health-related and other reasons. And we understand the need for folks to want to gather and be in community with one another. We are just asking you to be careful and again, mitigate the risk of spreading the virus as much as you can in ways that you can. We still do have young people in our midst that have not had a chance to be vaccinated, as well as others with significant health risks or not being able to be vaccinated. Again, we just ask your help and assistance in reducing the risk of spreading COVID in whatever ways that we can. One final logistical note. When you come to worship and when you are seated for worship, if you are a single person or a couple, if you choose to sit on one of the longer pews that's available, I would just ask you to please consider moving to the center when you come in, so that others can sit on the ends without having to climb over or around you. This will help with our social distancing as well as our just having seating available in worship. Now, Pastor Katie will share with you more about different options we have with worship and other things moving forward.
Through God's grace, as we continue to grow as God's disciples during this season, we are paying particular attention to having various types of worship services in an effort to be welcoming to all. On Sunday mornings, we will continue to stream our services so that those who wish or who would like to can join us virtually. We also have planned to continue to provide outdoor worship service opportunities for those who feel more comfortable outside. Of course, as we've discovered recently, those are weather depending. We will do our best. And finally, on Wednesday nights, as part of our programming, we will have a mask required service, which will be led by our youth in the sanctuary. Our hope is that this service will be an intergenerational opportunity for worship. It will be led by our youth. Pastor Scott or I will be there to preside over communion, and we are going to be inviting those who attend adult Bible study on Wednesday evenings, as this service will provide the basis for the Wednesday evening Bible study each week. We are excited about this opportunity to be led in worship by our youth each Wednesday. All are welcome to that service. We would love for you to join us to this Mass required service on Wednesday evenings from 6:45 to 7:15. May the Lord continue to lead and guide us as through God's grace we continue to grow as God's disciples each day.